Back to the Belleville Sports Club social media accounts, episode 33 of the Lancer Conversation. Winter sports season getting underway. We've had a busy week here at Belleville East, and it's going to get even busier. And with that, our girls' basketball season's been underway. That's in their third week of the season now. And as we continue with their season here, joined by head coach of that girls' basketball team, Coach Kemezys. Always good to talk to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Steven. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you guys are 5 games through now, 2-3 record. It's been an exciting start to the year.
It has. Yeah, like you said, 2-3. I mean, honestly, we could easily be 5-0 with the competition we played. We've had our 3 losses have been to some quality teams, and the first 2 losses that we had in the Columbia tournament, or were part of the Columbia tournament, Father McGivney and Triad, we kind of dug ourselves into a hole, fought really hard to get out of it, but it was just a little too late. And then last night you had an awesome call of our game against Francis Howell. Ended up losing by 1 point. I'm sure you'll probably ask questions about that.
Yep.
But yeah, so far, I mean, it was a really hard-fought game, and I've seen us already in the course of 5 games get better. Now we just got to figure out how to get better and also get some wins in that win column. So.
Yeah, we'll talk about that Francis Howell game. First, I want to start off with that Columbia tip-off tournament. First game, Father McGivney lost by 10, but that second game, you guys Marquette played a very good game, 63-27, good bounce back for you guys. What did you see in that game?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, the first game, there was just a lot of nerves. We had, I think it was 32 turnovers. I mean, just insane amount of turnovers. And it was just us kind of feeling each other out. And we are a smaller lineup this year, so we like to play quick, which does lend itself to some more turnovers. But we kind of, got caught up in that the first game. Second game, we settled in a little bit more, did more what we wanted to do, and then, shots are falling, and it was a good game for us to kind of get, kind of see what all the positives are going to be for the rest of the season. So
in that game against Marquette, you guys had 11 different scores, which has been kind of a common theme so far through these 5 games. That's probably one of the biggest things I've kind of difference from last year to this year is last year didn't have much scores. This year, a lot of people are getting involved. Well, how do you like that?
Absolutely. Oh, I love it. I mean, that's a great point. Of we've talked about that. Of our scoring is so much more balanced this year. We really have some girls who have stepped up. Who I would say our basketball IQ is a lot higher, and we've had some good athletes in the past, but the girls this year are a little more basketball only players who have bought into the system that we're doing. And the cool thing is, and I forget the exact stat now, but I think it was in the Alton Marquette game. I think we had 22 made baskets and like 18 assists on them. That we're sharing the ball really well, and everyone's unselfish. I mean, we've had, obviously Abby Monroe and Ari Brierton are standout leading scorers. Deja Smith is in that top mix too. But even out of those 3, it's nice that, one might explode one night, one the other. And then we've got everybody else chipping in kind of as we go. That makes us tougher to guard, and it just makes it more fun too, that everybody kind of gets a little piece of it, and they're getting excited, when they're having teammates score. And that's a great part of, winning, but also just team chemistry that'll hopefully take us far this year. You
guys finished out the Columbia tip-off tournament, 4-point loss to a very good Triad team. I mean, tough one to come back, came up just a little bit short though.
Yeah, same kind of thing. I mean, it was almost like the Father McGivney where we had a couple turnovers, dug ourselves into a hole. We just went on a scoring drought there and couldn't get ourselves back out of it. By the time we finally got things going, it was just a little bit too late. A couple more minutes in that game, I think we would have been there, but we needed a few baskets to fall at the end that weren't able to. But, in all 5 of our games that we've had, I've really enjoyed the effort across the board. A lot of our mistakes have been more mental mistakes than just physical effort mistakes. And so that's stuff where that's encouraging, because that'll just hopefully come as the season goes with more practice.
And that game against Triad, freshman Abby Monroe had 25 points. I mean, she's just been incredible to start this year. I mean, did you kind of expect this as the season started in tryouts and the scrimmages, practices, or?
I did, yeah. Abby's been on our radar. I've known her for a long time. She's come to our camps, and she's one that I've just been like counting down the days until she got to become a Lancer, and I know she is too. Her and her family are big Lancer fans. So she's actually a 3-sport athlete. She plays volleyball and softball too, but she's really elevated the last couple of years. I watched her growing up. She's elevated her basketball game, plays for a really good club team. And she's fun to watch. I mean, her skill is top tier, but her effort, her intensity, her grit, like all those other intangible things that she has, and for her to have that 5 games in as a freshman is great. That 25 points, I did my best research to try to go back and look. I think that is an all-time freshman varsity scoring record in a single game. which is awesome to see for her. And it'll change a little bit as she starts getting on teams' radars. She'll face some tough defenses here, but she's a smart kid and a tough worker and a really good teammate too. So I am very, very happy to have her on our team and excited for her future.
You guys bounced back after that game, played Great City on the road last Monday, pick up a 66-34 win. Taylor Smith led you guys to score a 21. It's good when she could put the ball in the basket like that.
Yeah, she can. I was unfortunately out sick for that game, so I just had to watch video. But from the video that I saw and from what I heard from our coaches, Taylor had a great game, and she's capable of that too. That she can explode for a couple points here, in every couple games. So again, including her in that top mix. Like I said, and like you said, our scoring is so balanced that when Taylor gets hot, and especially with her outside shot, she can really get going. I think she had 3 or 4 threes in that game alone. Which is great for her when her outside shot's going.
Now it brings us to that Francis Howell game Tuesday, which was, first, before we talk about it, the effort, the fight between those two teams, especially you guys, this back and forth game.
Yeah, this is the first time we played them. It was just kind of a random non-conference game that they were looking for a game, and it's nice to play some Missouri teams, some teams you don't know. They just play a little bit different, for whatever reason, and it kind of gives that tournament or postseason feel of a non-conference game. And I was. They exceeded my expectations. I knew they were going to be good, but just of the quality of game it was fun.
Yes.
I mean, it was everybody played hard, and it was not chippy or anything like that, but it was just a really, really great, hard-fought high school basketball game. And it literally ended with us scratching and clawing and fighting on the floor for the ball to try to get a last shot after our first attempt didn't go in. So, I hate being on the losing end of that, but I still woke up, feeling good about our effort and just again the things that we're seeing. Like I said, it's just little things here and there that we got to realize that make a difference at the end, and not waiting till the end to try to make up for those little points, but doing that throughout the whole game. So I think that'll come with maturity as the year goes on and as we continue to gel as a team too.
One of the biggest things I think I saw in that game was adjustment. I guess substitution you made with about a minute left in the first quarter. You brought India Vincent in, who played some incredible paint defense down low, because they're big down low. Miami Martinez had 11 of their first 17 points, and she only scored 2 in this for the rest of the game. So I mean, that is incredible adjustment. And India Vincent and your other players, they deserve a lot of credit for what they did down low, changing that up.
Absolutely, yeah. India that's the best game she's played as a Lancer. She's really grown this year. That we've challenged her, and she's risen that challenge. We're a smaller team, but with India and Becca Surmeyers are 2 varsity post players, getting us some minutes when we need, some size in there. And India showed that she could do that, and I think she did an awesome job. And something like that is you don't necessarily look at the box score and notice anything about what she did last night, but if you were at the game and saw it, she made a huge impact. Just disturbing things inside. I think she only technically had 1 block, but I think she really altered a couple different shots. And she was really tough in the post, and that's what we need from her, to continue to be successful, especially against teams that have strong post players like Francis Howell did.
You guys will get back at it Thursday against Collinsville, Southwestern Conference here. It's always tough playing in this tough conference, man. Yeah, that's what, kicking off with them. They've got 2 really good players returning, a post and a guard. So it'll be, good for us to kind of see where we stack up with them as far as, according to last year and kind of once we start in the conference games here. But, everybody knows everybody. Everybody beats up on everybody in our conference. So I'm anxious to see, how our girls, not only rise to the challenge of a conference game, but we just talk about, the old saying, get 1% better every day. Yes.
So, coming off of last night, that we've got against Francis Howell, we got practice tonight. To try to fix a few things and get better today, and so that way we can be better tomorrow, and hopefully, come out with a win tomorrow.
In your opinion, what's the biggest thing you guys need to do to be successful, pull out a win?
Yeah, I would say really taking care of the ball. That's one of the biggest things of, giving ourselves more opportunities and then, finishing layups. Like the little things I tell the girls of that difference of between being a really good team and that great next level team of you got to make the chippy shots, the layups, and you got to take care of the ball to give yourselves more opportunities to score, and that makes a difference down the stretch.
we'll finish this one off. What do you think is one strength of the team, something you guys are doing really good right now, one weakness you like to improve on?
Yeah, I like our unselfishness, and I like our leadership and focus. That's a lot of ands there, but yeah, I just the sense of urgency in our team. It is kind of a mature, I mean, obviously Abby being a freshman, leading scorer, but everybody else, our captains, Ari Brierton and Deja Smith, have really kind of led us and stepped up. But our whole mentality, I would say, at our varsity level is really locked in. That they've got goals that the last couple of years, we've come up short a little bit. And I think that I've seen in the off season they've really wanted to change that, and it's paying off right now. That we're right there, in these competitive games. We just got to get over the hump to get to that next spot. But I really like I said, our focus, our team intensity. We're practicing together as a full freshman through seniors, which we haven't always done. We've kind of split. So even from our freshman, JV, varsity, all our group together, just our whole mentality, I think, is really focused. And they come every single day ready to work, and I love that. So I'm looking forward to continuing the rest of the season.
Well, Coach, you're awesome.
So,
Good luck the rest of the
Steven.
season.
Thank you.